Hi everyone, this is Amit Panchmatia and I'm here to talk to you about what should you be doing and what should you be avoiding from here onwards to last 7 days to CAT. Okay, so let's start with the discussion on things which we should do and we should avoid. The first thing, now let's talk about the preparation point of view, what you should be doing in terms of preparation, what you should study and all. I would say always review key concepts. Now, don't go and do anything new over here. Don't try and do a new concept, even if it is taught by me in like a SimCAT 20 or something. Don't go through a new concept completely unless you're really sure about it or whatever. Otherwise, just focus on summaries, notes, past mocks, especially those mocks which you've done well at. The confidence of looking at mocks which you've done well at will really help you. So please go through that, each area, what you want to do in VRC, your strategy, what strategy has worked for you. I hope everything else is really final there. Also, in the last couple of days, if you do a mock and you get a very good score in that mock, take that as your last mock. Don't do any more tests. Yes, you could do some sectional test if you want, because a very good score in one of your last mocks will give you a lot of confidence towards the CAT. Next thing, stimulate test conditions. I've been talking about this for quite some time now, is that write at least a couple of mocks in the same time slot what you have your CAT as. And definitely, even if you're not writing the mocks, definitely get up at that time and practice studying or whatever you're studying for 2 to 3 hours exactly at that same time slot. This is especially for those people who have a morning slot and if you're not a morning person. And exactly vice versa, if you're a morning person and if you have an evening slot, you still need to do the same, because at a 4:30 to 6:30 slot in the evening also can be a very difficult task to write a test for somebody who's a morning person. Right? And that will really help your biological clock to get used to things and everything. Eat healthy, stay hydrated. Very important. You don't want to fall ill 7 days before CAT. You don't want to have a upset tummy on the day of the CAT. And eat healthy, stay hydrated, eat healthy food, get into a lot of fruits and all that. Also see that you are, in such a position that on the day of the CAT, during the CAT time, you don't need to go and use the washroom. It might sound a very funny thing today, but very frankly, if you have to go and use the washroom at the time of the CAT, your CAT is over. Very frankly, 5 minutes or whatever you need to just go and come back also would be terrible. So please remember, get into the eating habits, which is very healthy for the next 7 days at least. Next thing, focus on sleep. Nothing works without sleep. You need to sleep 7 to 8 hours. Also, very frankly, CAT is an exam or a test which you can't really change too much in the last 7 days. Whether you study for the last 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, whatever, last 7 days are not going to make it too much of a difference. It's not like your college exam that, okay, you'll mug up one chapter at the last moment and prepare for it and go for the CAT. No, things are not going to work that way. So hence, rather sleep well, because that energy which you will need on the day of the CAT for those 2 hours should be optimum. And it's not only those 2 hours, reaching the center early, spending that 1 hour early in front of the computer screen when nothing is happening. Ask me, and a lot of other CAT aspirants will tell you that that is a pretty unnerving time. That 1 hour when you don't have to do anything is pretty unnerving. So it's rather, you have a plan for that also. What am I going to do in that 1 hour? Am I one of those who's going to just revise some concepts in my mind? Am I one of those who's just going to put my head down and lie down? Whatever that is. So please do that and sleep well for the next few days. Visualize success. What do you mean by that? Think of positive things. What will I do if I get a 99.95, 98? If the con section goes very well, I'm suddenly getting a lot of questions right. What do I do? Start visualizing success, because when you visualize success in the test, post the test, all those things, really that positive attitude can change your day. Don't, if you have a long travel to the CAT center, don't travel in the morning. Try and stay close by to the center one day before the CAT or whatever. Early morning travel, that whole getting hyper if you have traffic or if there is a mega block in the for trains or whatever that could be. So please be careful about all these things and visualize success. Unnecessarily small things which go wrong can also put you in that whole thing of negativity that, oh, my day is going bad and I will have a bad day at CAT also. Exactly vice versa, if everything goes well from morning, you'll have the positivity that you are going to have a good day at CAT also. Now, let's talk about things to avoid. Please do not compare your preparation with somebody else. Somebody else might be excellent at quant. Maybe he's an IITian or had prepared for IIT exams. So if he has prepared for IIT exam, he's going to definitely find this quant easy. But he might not be good at VARC as good as you are. So please do not compare yourself with others. Okay? Don't stress over that. There's no point stressing over what others are doing, how well they're doing. Now it is your time. You need to work on these 6-7 days and for the day of the cat. Next thing, don't ignore physical activity. Just because you're studying doesn't mean you ignore your physical activity. Whatever little bit of exercise, whether it's half an hour, whether going for a walk, yoga, whatever you were doing before this, which is working for you, keep doing that. It also stimulates your brain. You know, maybe for somebody just going out for a walk and listening to some nice music will help. So now we used to advise a lot, earlier that Sunday is the cat. What do you do on Saturday? Saturday, very frankly, we tell people that they should avoid studying a little bit. Maybe watch a movie or something, a light movie, whatever you like and whatever genre you like, a comedy or something. So that kind of refreshes you. Next thing which I would want you to avoid is don't introduce new resources late. I already said this about this earlier also. So whatever you're used to the IMS material, the mocks, everything, please do that only. Don't add anything new. Somebody comes up and says, oh, wow, this is a very good shortcut. I've seen this very good shortcut somebody has shown. No point. Last moment, you're not going to be able to remember it. Or even if you remember it, it's going to be very difficult to apply it. So I would not advise that. Next thing, don't panic and be confident. Now, this is a very important. What happens, last year, I'll give you CAT 23 example. Lot of students panic looking at algebra as the first few questions. 6-7 questions of algebra and everybody panicked. Well, you need to have that confidence that if I am finding this paper difficult, everybody else is going to find it difficult. And hence, I know that if this paper is difficult, a good 7 to 8 questions will be a very good number to solve and clear the cutoffs comfortably. Don't let one section weigh on the other section. If you had a bad DIR section, doesn't mean you should have a bad quant section also. Don't keep thinking, oh, what will happen? I've already had a bad DIR section. No, I have known so many people who come out of a DIR section and say, oh, I'm never going to clear the cutoff and land up with a 95 percentile. Because very frankly, you don't know how others are going to do. Was the test really difficult for everybody else also? Whatever. So please stay calm. Remind yourself that you have taken enough mocks in this season. You've done well at the mocks and the CAT should be just one more mock for you. If you take it that way, I think you will definitely do well. Well, best of luck for your CAT and I hope you do well. Thank you.